So hello, and we have got silly hats on. That means we're going for a ride on the bike. We are doing this for Eskute. This Eskute has sent me another nice new shiny bike. We're taking the M100 out. I've already done a review on that and my first impressions. It's about time to do one for this. This is the Netuno Plus. It comes with like cross-road, off-road tyres, like a gravel tyre. It's got big mud guards, it's got a rear rack on it, and it's got front and back lights and all that sort of thing. I'll tell you more about it later on, but first of all, we're at Delamere Forest. We're at the lovely, lovely Delamere Forest. We're going to take it for a bit of a run around the circuit, and then we'll stop and find somewhere to have a bit of a chat. But yeah, plan is, first impressions, give it a run. So the idea of taking this bike out as well is not just for riding the bike, it's actually, I'm on training. I'm doing a sponsored bike ride with Kinging It on YouTube. The guys are doing a 200-mile castle to castle, north to south Wales, Carnarvon Castle to Cardiff Castle, and I put my name down to do it. I've got to raise £1,000, so anyone that wishes to help me, please do. I will put a link in the description, and there'll be a barcode on the screen that you can use to drop us a couple of pennies and help us out. So I'm going to try and ride this bike for a little while without any pedal assist, and then I'm going to try the pedal assist. But yep, it's just a case of toughening up my buttocks and making sure my legs go round in the right direction. We've pulled up for a moment. Comfortability. I'm going to give my first impressions. Is it comfortable? Yeah, it's okay. The seat's okay. It's a nice wide, soft saddle, and yeah, the grips and the position for riding's okay. We just come down a bit of a, come down the blue cycle trail. There's actually cycle trails around the woods. I've never actually been down any of them before. I normally just cycle around the woods and around the paths and a lot of the roads. But yeah, I've just been down a blue one. And it's a bit strange to do something like that on a brand new bike when you haven't embedded the brakes in. I've just had a bit of a ride. Give you a quick note of what we've got. We've got a 250 watt Bifang rear hub motor, which has got a 5-level assist, which is quite nice. I've fitted the water bottle carrier, and yes, I know this looks like wee, but it's not. But I put this on. It does actually come with the screw holes, so yeah, a little 3-pound cycle carrier for your water is really good. The Shimano gears seem to be working okay. I've done a slight fine adjustment on them just to make sure they're all just clicking into place. There's a little screw on the back there that you just give it a bit of a twiddle, and you can just finely attune your gears. So if your gears tend to click when you're riding, just give that a little twiddle and you should be all right. So I'm just about to give it another bit of a run. Yeah, I'm not really using the pedal assist at the moment. I'm just really getting used to riding it, and is it comfortable? The seat's extremely comfortable and the handlebars are in a lovely position. So yeah, let's just plod on. But yeah, 250 watt Bifang motor. Front suspension as well. It's got a 100mm travel front suspension. Don't really need it for what we're doing, and you can also lock it as well if you wanted to lock it. And there's a rebound on the back this side, a preload. There's a preload there, and again, I'm not really an expert. I don't really know how to set these up, but you know, it's there if you do. Mechanical brakes. They don't work that great yet, but they will need bedding in. I literally haven't even done half a mile properly yet. So let's get some, well I've done 2 miles. Let's get some more running. Let's bed this in, and I'll talk to it a bit more about it in a minute. Right, so I'm just going to... Oh, there's a tree down here. There's a tree. We're not going to be able to get down here. We're just doing a little bit of off-roading to see what this is like. A little bit of off-road, but there's a tree across the path, so we may have to go back because I don't think I can get around the tree. Let me have a look. Ah, there is a way round. Let's see if we can make it through here on the bike. Here we go. Can we do it? Can we do it? Yes, we can. That was interesting. Very proud of Lady Tia, who's out with us today. She just cycled through that little gap then, and that was quite a challenging little gap to get through, and she's on the M100, so we're doing a bit of practicing with that as well. But yeah, that was a good little experiment to see if I could control this on the slow speed, and it did a good job. It did a good job. We're now doing a bit of off-roading, but I've just put the level 5 on as well and come up a bit of a hill, and it's quite a nice steep hill to give it a try, and it definitely pulled up the hill. It's only 45 Newton meters of torque. It definitely got a little bit to go for it, and it had a try. It definitely had a try. Right, I don't know where we're going now. Right, we've just got to a little spot where I think the bike would look really nice for a photograph, but I've just got to work out how to get it down there. But this is really pretty.
This is amazing.
Really pretty. It's almost fairy tale like.
Shrek Swamp.
Shrek Swamp. Down here in my cycling shoes, which have no grip, and get it on this across this swamp. Oh yeah, of course. So they also come with a stand, which is absolutely fantastic little thing. I know that the big boys don't need a stand, but when you're getting on and getting off all the time, a stand's brilliant, isn't it? So it's looking pretty. Let's get a photo. So part of the fun of riding these bikes is taking photographs. And alright, this is a bit of product photography. Taking a bit of product photography is also cool. I quite enjoy it, and it's always a bit of a challenge. I've got a lovely shot set up of the bike. This is a really, really nice location. I might have to come back here with a camera anyway, but yeah, this is a beautiful shot of the bike, and this is what it's about. It's not just riding the bike, I also do my photography at the same time. I've got the camera out and I'm doing it. But looking back this way, got the big tree next to it, the bike's sitting on its own, the lights are on, got this greenery in front of it. Stunning, absolutely stunning. If you want a nice picture, this is where you're going to get them. Right, so we've just had a little spot of lunch, banana, drop a drink. I drunk some of my, looks like piddle. Yeah, piddle? No. Yeah, let's not say. It's not, it's juice, it's electrolytes. Yeah, we're ready to go again. So, let's head towards the road, I think, and see if we can pick up some tarmac and try and do a bit of a normal ride. The battery, before we carry on, the battery 36 volt, 14.5 amp hour, and it's a 522 watt hour battery. So it's quite a good little battery, but it's quite small compared to my other bikes. It's definitely a smaller battery, but still seems to be working. Right, let's plod on. Yeah, she's run off without me. Riding on the road's a bit of a doddle really, isn't it? We just put the power levels up to level 5 and just keep going. This will take you up to 15 miles an hour or 15.5 miles an hour, which is what the legal limit is in the UK for electric assist bikes. But yeah, level 5, do we need it? Probably not. We're going downhill now, so I can knock the levels down a little bit. And in fact, I can probably turn them off and use probably a bit of my own energy But let's get going. We are off again. I've just done a blue trail. It was quite fun actually. Quite like these little blue trails. They're not that challenging, they're quite nice. Not going mad, I'm still getting used to the bike and I'm still getting used to riding on these trails. But it's good fun. Plenty of power in it. Brakes seem to be working nice now, they seem to be locking up. We're just going to explore around and try tuning different things with different power levels really and see how I get on with it all. Right, bit of downhill, lift our bum out of the saddle and freewheel down the hill quite nicely. And then when we get to a bit of a slope, we just whack the power level up, drop the gears down on the Shimanos and power on our way through. It's an absolute doddle. Don't think I've even broke sweat yet. It is an easy bike to ride, it's nice and comfortable, and now I've been out on it for a little while. We've done about 6 miles around this woodland and it's just feeling quite nice and easy to ride really. Left, there's another blue trail marking, let's go for it. So what haven't I told you about the bike? Well, first of all, the price. The price is, at the moment, $899. It's on a sale. Recommended retail price is $12.99. Not too bad. There's a lot more expensive bikes out there, and this does come with the full mud guards. It does come with the bike rack for putting your bag on. And yeah, I think it's a nice little bike to ride. I've got used to it now. I've done 8.5 miles. Doesn't sound a lot, but when you're riding around in circles and going up and down trails and tracks, it's not the distance, it's the fun. But it's a good fun little bike to ride. I definitely had it in the air a few times down them trails. I went down a couple of times and I managed to get it completely in the air, which is probably braver than it is stupid, or stupider than it is braver. I don't know, one of the two. I think if you're going to ride this bike off-road, I think if you're going to do these trails and you're going to do it, I think I'd probably go for a slightly better tyre. We're going to go down through the trees again. Slightly better tyre, like the other bike I've got. It's got a bit more grip and I've trust it a bit more in the mud and the bend. But yeah, I do think this rides well, and as long as you get your gears right and you've got it in the right power assist mode, you're all right. And Miss Mouse is doing quite well following me. I am sort of running her through the test a little bit and getting her used to riding off-road, because I enjoy this more than I do riding on the road. Even in my challenge, back to my challenge, yeah, 200 miles. It's going to be a hard one. So again, I'm just going to mention the sponsor, and I'll put the barcode up on the screen again. I do hope that a few people do just drop me a little bit just to help me out, because I've got a lot of money to raise. Oh, tree roots. A lot of money to raise. And I'm a little bit anxious about it, to be honest. Right, let's find another little spot. Time for a drink. Right, we are back on the road, heading back up to the car now. We've had a good ride around the woods. We've done some little trails. We've done some photographs and stuff like that. Found some really nice little bits to take pictures. And now I'm just going to make my way back to the car. I'm on the last bar of the battery. It wasn't charged when I came out, so I'm just going to cycle back under my own steam and get a bit of exercise and stretch these legs a little bit, because I've got to do some training. Right, what do I think of the bike? Well, I actually quite like it. I wasn't sure at the beginning. You could probably tell by my tone in my voice. I wasn't quite sure, but after doing about 12 miles around Delamere Forest and on a couple of trails, it's grown on me. Pretty comfortable, good seat, nice riding position, gears work well. The 250 watt motor when you're using it, because I'm not at the moment. It's got loads of power. It seems really good, and yeah, not bad at all. So please do like and subscribe to the channel. Give us that thumbs up for making the effort. And if you want to know anything about the bike, use the code Compton50 if you want a discount from Eskute on their bikes, especially if this goes back to the retail price. You should get £50 off if you use the code Compton50. It's definitely harder when you're pedaling without any electric assistance. Yeah, I'm gonna go. Ciao for now. See you soon.